Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. So, layoffs have hit Netflix again, with the streamer letting go of roughly 300 staffers on Thursday. The company put this statement out. The cuts are across multiple business functions in the company, with the bulk of the jobs lost in the US. These new layoffs, which Variety first reported would be coming earlier this week, hit weeks after the streaming giant, which has a global workforce of roughly 11,000 staffers, made an initial round of reductions of similar size in May. At that time, Netflix laid off 150 employees and dozens of contractors and part-time workers. The streamer indicated more rounds of layoffs will be coming this year following that first group, as the company tries to adjust for its heavily weakened stock price. Today, we sadly let go of around 300 employees, a Netflix spokesperson told NBC News. While we continue to invest significantly in the business, we made these adjustments so that our costs are growing in line with our slower revenue growth. We are so grateful for everything they have done for Netflix and are working hard to support them through this difficult transition. Netflix has lost close to 70% of its value since it announced it had lost 200,000 subscribers at the end of the first quarter, and expected to lose another 2 million in the second quarter. On Thursday, Netflix stock opened at $108.08 per share and was trading at $100.93 just after 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Shares of Netflix were trading at north of $600 in January. In its most recent earnings, Netflix committed to cutting costs in order to keep its margins at 20%. The streamer still plans to spend aggressively on content with a budget of $17 billion in 2022 for shows and films. That's roughly in line with what is shelled out in 2021. After years of easily winning the streaming wars, Netflix has finally started to take a hit amid the onslaught of new and revamped competitors, including Disney's Disney Plus, Comcast Peacock, Paramount Global's Paramount Plus, and Warner Brothers Discovery's HBO Max. With more new platforms for customers to choose from and splashy and high-budget titles popping up on these services, increased pressure has been put on Netflix to attract and retain subscribers, as it's been losing valuable library content to companies bringing their content back home for their own streamers. Adding to Netflix's struggle is the fact the media sector, not to mention the rest of the U.S. economy, is being pummeled by recession fears that have plunged the market into bear territory. But Netflix is not the only Hollywood company enacting layoffs amid the Wall Street chaos. Warner Brothers Discovery has also cut key staffers recently as it looks to reduce costs as its debt load following the completion of the merger between Warner Media and Discovery that led to the new company's creation this spring. So yeah. So basically that's the point. You see, when the COVID, or the C-19, when the C-19 happened, it messed up a lot of business. So then when the inflation has gone up, from 2 or 3% to 8%. That also has hurt everything, because you got to look at the trucks or the truckers who's bringing stuff across the nation, the airplanes, all of the gas has gone up. So they're going to be taxed, especially if it's a private company. They're going to be taxed, so they're going to be letting certain people off. They're going to move some people around. And in this case, Netflix, their accounts, as far as their selections, really aren't that great, especially that time when they took away a lot of the black shows. In my opinion, they need to make more shows that cater towards blacks. because that's what killed them when they went away thinking, okay, this and that. And then the deal with Monique when they tried her the first time, when they disrespected her on what she wanted, but they gave it to that white lady, it kind of left a bad taste for Netflix. Netflix just really ain't been the same. Watching or anything, all these other places or streaming companies that I just named, they have better product, they have better shows. Disney Plus is being led by the Star Wars and Marvel. Star Wars and Marvel is keeping them afloat. Paramount has movies on there that are just good movies. Peacock is great. They show all the shows, wrestling. They got everything on their stuff. YouTube TV is killing. I got YouTube TV. So that's what I'm trying to tell you is that a lot of things that Netflix is doing, they need to bring the right selections. If you bring the right selections, you bring the right stuff for people to follow and to watch, you'll make it. But see, this is their problem. This is their problem. Thinking that they're too big for anybody, thinking they could just do whatever the hell they like. And no, you can't do that. That's not how the world works. Your consumer, which is the customer, is the one to actually keep you in business. The customers you keep coming back. Residual income is the best way to keep your company afloat. If you don't have residual income in, your company gonna fall off unless you got a regular LLC or you got a sole proprietorship. But the corporations, man, a lot of people switching from that now because it costs too much money to cover everybody. And I'm telling you, in the future, like, this pandemic just showed you that if they're going to cut jobs, they're going to cut people. This isn't just happening at Netflix. This is happening everywhere. They're going to keep cutting people to save costs, to save money for their pockets, which are the CEOs, the people on the board and stuff. No disrespect, but that's just how it goes. So Netflix, don't just look for them. Look for other companies that might be having some. They just told you about Warner Brothers or Warner Media now, Warner Media Discovery. They're dropping people because they're not selling as much, and it's mostly about the product. If you put out garbage product, you're not going to get supported. That's just the facts. What does Netflix put out that make you say, wow, I got to watch Netflix? Nothing. Compared to those other ones, YouTube TV, and Hulu, they got damn near unlimited space. You can record stuff. Peacock got the wrestling, got other stuff. Paramount has new stuff. Like, they have stuff for you to stream and watch that hold your attention longer than what it usually does. So, let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Do you think this was wrong for Netflix to do? From a business standpoint, they needed to do this because they ain't been making no money. They've been losing people more than adding. Now, what do I think? I think they need to change their selection. They need to start signing talent to do shows on their stuff that actually makes great shows. Take a play out the playbook that Disney Plus is doing. Hulu, YouTube TV, Peacock, Paramount. Look at what they're doing. They're putting out shows that attract the right people who are going to keep spending money. Just saying. So thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all love what y'all hear, y'all can donate to the page by going to my description box and hitting that link in the description box. That'll take you to my Cash App. You guys can donate $1, donate whatever your heart's desire. And when we have a live or a premiere video, you guys can super chat. And if you don't do that, then you guys can also leave a super thanks. Much appreciated. Thank you guys, man, for listening. Thank you for your love and support. We are out. Deezy.